What is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my main event prediction for UFC 285. We have Jon Jones going against Ciryl Gane.
I need all the wins, yeah. All that and all that is. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
And we are back breaking down another main event, a main event that I have had circled for some time. I'm really looking forward to this. We got Jon Jones going against Ciryl Gane. Jon Jones coming off of a layoff, coming up a weight class, and we're going to see if he can beat Ciryl Gane here. So before we get started and get into everything, if you guys can please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, trying to reach 20K in the very near future. My full card breakdown and prediction video will be out on Monday, so make sure you guys do subscribe so not miss out on that. Yeah, it should be a really good card overall, especially after these last couple cards, man. I mean, we lost the main event last week. We had Zach Palga, Jordan Wright in a co-main like the other week. We had William Knight go out there and put a stinker up. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to UFC 285 and this main event. So, I say we talk about the main event, and we're going to start with Jon Jones here. So Jon Jones is 35 years old, 6'4", with an 84.5-inch reach. He is 26-1 and 4-0-1 no contest in his last 5 fights. Ciryl Gane, 32 years old, 6'4", with an 81-inch reach, 11-1 and 4-1 in his last 5 fights. So we see that Jon Jones opened up. This is on BetOnline. So Jon Jones opened up as a slight favorite, -125. He's currently -155. And then Ciryl Gane opened up +105, and he's currently +135. Again, this is BetOnline Sportsbook. And on FanDuel, actually, Jon Jones opened up as a +140 dog back in January 14th. And then he went to like +130 to +112, and money's been pouring in on Jon Jones ever since. So I bet there's going to be a lot of hot takes on this matchup, a lot of strong takes. For me, I'm a big Jon Jones fan, always have been. He really got me to kind of fall in love with the sport, and I remember watching him back in middle school, high school, and yeah, he was always my favorite fighter. I think he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, so I do like Jon Jones quite a bit. But with all that said, there's a lot of red flags in this matchup. There's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of question marks, and it's just, quite frankly, it's an unbettable fight for me. I'll talk about some spots that may stick out from like a prop perspective, but there's no way I can lay chalk in this matchup on Jon Jones. As far as the matchup plays, I mean, the big thing here is Jon Jones is coming off of a massive layoff. Jon Jones has not fought in 3 years, and it's not the end of the world that he has not fought in this long, but it's something to definitely mention. But what kind of concerns me a little bit more is his last couple performances a couple years ago. I mean, he had that fight against Thiago Santos. He was a big favorite. It was a split decision win. I thought he won the fight. A lot of people actually scored the fight for Thiago Santos, but yeah, I thought Jon Jones won, but I didn't think he looked that great in the fight. I thought, Santos had his moments, but, Jon Jones was able to edge it out. And then in his next fight against Dominic Reyes, a lot of people thought that Dominic Reyes won the fight. Jon Jones ends up winning, unanimous decision. I personally did score it for Jon Jones, but would have not argued either way if somebody scored the fight for Dominic Reyes. I mean, that was a close fight, and that win, that was a close win against Dominic Reyes. That win is just not aging well whatsoever. I mean, since Dominic Reyes lost to Jon Jones, we see Dominic Reyes going out there and looking completely awful. I'm not even sure if Dominic Reyes honestly is still in the UFC, because Dominic Reyes has been knocked out his last several fights. He got knocked out by Ryan Spann. He got knocked out by Jiri Prochazka, got knocked out by Jan Blachowicz, so he's lost 4 in a row. So I'm not even sure Dominic Reyes is still in the UFC. So that's not good. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough matchup to call, because Jon Jones, he's going up a weight class. I mean, that's another thing. He's going up a weight class. What's he going to look like at heavyweight, right? The reason I have to ever so slightly side with Jon Jones is because of the big elephant in the room. The big elephant in the room is the Francis Ngannou Ciryl Gane fight. Everybody's going to talk about this week, and how could you not when factoring in this matchup? Francis Ngannou had 1 takedown in his first, I think it was 13 UFC fights. Only 1 takedown. And he goes out there against Ciryl Gane, rumored to have a knee injury, and I think that it was actually true. He did go in there with an injury, And after the first round, I remember looking at Francis Ngannou. He looked kind of tired. I was like, okay, he's going to slow down like he typically does, right? And then I think it was like the third round, Francis Ngannou goes out there and gets a takedown, like slams Gane to the mat. I'm like, what? What's going on? Francis Ngannou can wrestle? And then he does it again and again, consistently taking down Ciryl Gane in those last couple rounds. It was not a good look. And, Gane probably was not expecting Francis Ngannou to wrestle. I mean, the whole world was not expecting Francis Ngannou to wrestle, but it's not a good look to see Francis Ngannou go out there and take you down. Not only was he able to take down Ciryl Gane, he was able to rack up some control time. And then in the fifth round, Gane was able to get on top of Ngannou. And then, unlike Gane, I mean, Gane has some of the best fight IQ I've ever seen. Unlike Gane, he rolled for like a leg, an ankle, and he gave a position, letting Ngannou get on top of him, and that ultimately probably lost him the fight. So there's a lot of reasons to like Gane here. There really is. Gane is not like your ordinary heavyweight. Ciryl Gane is super athletic. He has really good cardio for a heavyweight, really good volume, solid grappling game as well. But, Jon Jones, I mean, the greatest of all time, but he's coming up a weight class. He's coming off of a 3-year layoff, and his last two performances have been lackluster, to say the least. So it's a weird fight. It's a fight that I just want nothing to do with whatsoever, but it's hard to see Jon Jones coming in here and not wrestling. I think if he wrestles, like, he could get Ciryl Gane down to the mat. Jon Jones has very, very good wrestling. At light heavyweight, but, he's put on some size. I'm curious to see what Jon Jones looks like at heavyweight, but at light heavyweight, he was able to take guys down. His wrestling was really good, and he's dangerous on top as well. So, yeah, I like Jon Jones to come in here, get the takedowns, and I think that's a path to victory. But again, how's he going to look at this weight class is the sketchy thing, right? So, like I said, we have Jon Jones as a favorite. His money's been pouring in on Jon Jones. If I could have got Jon Jones as a dog on FanDuel, I would have absolutely took that at plus 140, plus 130. But now at minus 155, like minus 160, there's no way I can bet this fight. No matter how much of a fan I am of Jon Jones, I can't bet him here. I mean, there's too many red flags and question marks about the guy. So I'm gonna watch this fight. I'm going to enjoy this fight. But as far as putting money on it, I just can't do it whatsoever. So the pick is going to be Jon Jones. The pick is going to be Jon Jones by decision. I think on the feet it's competitive. I think it's very competitive, but it's just Jon Jones has that path to victory of taking the fight down to the mat. I think Jon Jones is going to be able to dictate where this fight takes place, where I don't think it's the other way around. I don't see Gane taking down Jones. I see Jones taking down Gane if this fight was to hit the mat. So another reason to like Jones there, but with the layoff, with, he's now 35 years old, with him coming up a nuke weight class, I can't get there. I cannot get there. Some bets I was potentially looking at was I was thinking maybe like the over 1.5, maybe the over 2.5, but right now they have the over 1.5 at like minus 410. The over 2.5 is like minus 305, and this is a heavyweight fight. You don't see overs this juiced in a heavyweight fight ever. Like to play the fight goes the distance, you got to lay like minus 135 in a heavyweight fight. I mean, this fight is just unbettable for me. So I'm going to pick Jon Jones to win. I'm going to pick Jon Jones to win by decision, but I'm not putting any money on it. I don't hate people taking the dog shot here on Gane, just because there are so many question marks on the Jon Jones side where you probably don't want to be laying chalk. If you got Jon Jones at plus money, I think that was the right move, but now I think the best move is probably just passing on this one. But I know it's hard for people to pass on a main event. Got to have action on it, but for me, I'm sitting back and watching this one. So I'm looking forward to this fight, a fight that I was really, really looking forward to for a long time. I'm curious to see how Jon Jones looks after this layoff, after coming up a weight class. And if he comes in here with the right game plan, and I think he wins. But I think it'll be close. I mean, I don't see either guy blowing the other guy out of the water. I think whoever wins this fight, it's going to be close. So give me Jon Jones by decision. Let me know who you guys have down in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to be getting out my full card prediction video that is going to be out on Monday. Make sure you guys like the video. I do appreciate all the likes, all the subscribes as well to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. Instagram is DFS by the numbers. I'm putting a lot of content out on Instagram nowadays, a lot of video content as well, so make sure you check that out. And as always, I'll be going live Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then I'll also be going live I might go live twice this week, actually, on Friday. Might do a Thursday live stream because I will be at the fights on Saturday, so I'm not going to be doing anything Saturday. So make sure you are subscribed, turn on the post notification bell so you not miss out on anything. But yeah, guys, best of luck for UFC 285. Enjoy the fights and enjoy this fight. This fight is going to be a phenomenal fight, a very high-level fight, but a fight in terms of betting, I just don't want anything to do with. But as a fan, I love this fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Talk to you guys soon, and good luck.